What a brilliant idea. How did it go wrong? Hello, and welcome to Big Jim Gaming. And in case you didn't guess from the thumbnail and the title, I was talking about Stadia. Now, I know, hold on. I know I'm late to the party. Everybody else has done their Stadia videos, but I think, or at least I hope, I've got a slightly different take on it. And this is going to be a short one. Give me a chance. You can even subscribe if you want to. So, as I'm sure everybody else is aware, Google Stadia launched in 2019, November 2019 to be precise, and in January 2023, which is not long away, it's going bye-bye. No longer going to exist. And I want to say, before we go any further, there's going to be a lot of people out there who work for Stadia that are going to be negatively affected by its demise. I sincerely hope every single one of you manages to land on your feet, and I really hope Google makes a strong, concerted effort to keep you all if you want to stay within the company. Good luck, everyone. I hope you're all right. So, Stadia. November 2019 it was launched, and I've got to say, I was one of the, let's face it, few who bought into it. I saw the adverts. It was the future. I don't have to buy a games console anymore. Wow, that'll save me money. I can play on any device I want. My phone, my laptop, my tablet, my TV. Anything I like that's got a screen. Wow, that's futuristic. I could not wait to buy myself the control with the dongle that came for your TV and get started. As soon as they arrived, I got my free trial going, sat down on my couch with the dongle secured in the back of the television to play games in the way that we're going to be playing them from now on. Because this is the future! But then, it was crap. You see, I wanted it to replace my consoles, or at least add on to them. I thought this was the future. It would save me quite a bit of money, and it was the way things were going to go. But it just wasn't good enough. Now, I knew my internet was okay because I had been gaming online for years. From the PlayStation 3 and my PlayStation 4, which I had and still do have actually, it was all fine. I used to play the Call of Duty Battle Royales and all sorts of things like that. Never Fortnite. Tried it once, died in 10 seconds, sulked, deleted it. But anyway, it just wouldn't work. The input lag was terrible. I remember pressing buttons and trying to count to 3 before it did anything. And I actually achieved that sometimes. It just wasn't playable. And I had, as I do now, PlayStation Now, and that worked okay. So my internet was alright. What could it be? So after sitting down with Google trying to figure out what I was doing wrong, it said that it must be my internet connection, can't be anything else. Try it on something that's plugged into the internet with a LAN cable. So I dutifully connected up my laptop, and it actually worked a lot better. Credit where it's due, it was more than playable, connected to my laptop with the LAN cable into it. The problem was, that wasn't what I wanted it for. I could already play games on my laptop, on Steam, or one of the other things that are out there. I didn't need it for that. I wanted it for the TV. So I sold the dongle and I sold the remote control on eBay, cancelled my free trial of membership before I paid any money, and moved on. Perhaps, maybe, Stadia was just ahead of its time. We maybe don't have the internet structure in place to support such a thing. In the future, perhaps. But then again, Xbox Live's okay, PlayStation Now's okay, Nintendo Online, perfectly fine. So maybe, if everything else is working with what we have, the issue was Stadia. And somebody out there far more technical than me may be able to enlighten. If you can, or if you've got anything else to say, type, leave me a comment below. But here's the other major problem I had with it. You see, digital gaming definitely has its place. Being able to digitally download games is great. I'm pretty sure anybody watching this will have downloaded a game or two in their time. I have. In fact, my Nintendo Switch, more than half my games I've downloaded off the eShop on the sales, because physically they're a bit more expensive. But that's the exception to the rule. Have a look at your PlayStation or your Xbox store, and games to buy obviously, not the free ones. Then go to CEX and compare the price to buy it physically second hand. 99% of you will find it is cheaper to buy the second hand physical copy than the digital copy. Now obviously the developers and publishers don't want us to do that, because if you buy it digitally, they get money. Buy second hand, they don't get money. But hell, do you really care who gets it? Or do you just want to get the best deal you can to enjoy your gaming? I know my answer. And that, I feel, was the major problem with Stadia. We let them set the price. You could only play games through Stadia. Therefore, you had to pay what they wanted. And they were asking full retail physical copy prices and very rarely reducing them, at least not by much. And even, well, I can't get onto it now because I tried to for this video, but obviously now they're binning it, they're not letting you subscribe anymore. Can't blame them, that's actually pretty good and pretty ethical, well done. But at the time when I was a member, I couldn't believe the prices they wanted for digital copies of games that I didn't even own. Not physically anyway. I could buy the discs for my PlayStation, half the price, or even 3 times cheaper. Now why on earth would I want to buy a digital copy of a game that is not once, not twice, but thrice the price of a physical copy? Makes no sense in my little brain anyway. But they didn't give us a choice. Want to use our service? Pay these prices. Well, I think we all answered that, didn't we? We said no thank you. And that's perhaps the biggest problem with the digital age. Now, yes, I know, it's got its place. And I don't want digital gaming to go away. I like being able to download a game, as I've already said. I've never understood why the digital price is so expensive. I mean, you don't spend money on manufacture, you don't spend money on shipping. What do you spend money on? Oh yeah, you want to make more profit. Sorry, my bad. Now yes, there were other mistakes with Stadia as well. They were going to set up their own studios and make first-party exclusives. Well, that never happened. It didn't exist long enough, and let's face it, I think Google saw it winding down and stopped investing in it way before this announcement. And yes, Google doesn't have the greatest history with follow-through with new ideas. But I genuinely believe the major problem was they controlled the pricing, we had no alternative, and it was just too high. That's my take on it. A brilliant idea, which really didn't work well. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, watch this space, plenty more coming soon.